Hello, everyone. I was looking at some just some Reddit threads of, stuff about the Pokemon anime. I also watched the fourth episode of Pokemon Evolutions, and that episode was so good that it really got me thinking. Why did they make the main anime, but why did they make it the way it is? Like, why can't they fix it, or maybe they can end it by journeys or make some new animes? Well, I'm going to discuss those and discuss some possible solutions. Alright, so my name is PhoeMIX, and let's go into the video. Problem 1. No overarching plot. If you watch an episode of the Pokemon anime, be it the modern one or some old ones, you'll notice that there's not really an overarching plot. There kinda is, but it's really the same every single saga. And I say saga as in every season of a single generation. Like how Diamond and Pearl lasted 4 years, so we got different seasons of Diamond and Pearl, which I like to call the Diamond and Pearl saga. So, different sagas are differently, they can, be different, some characters are different, kind of obvious stuff, but what I'm here to talk about is how there's not really an overarching plot. Now, most people will probably tell you that the overarching plot is for Ash Ketchum to become a Pokemon Master. Now, the definition of Pokemon Master isn't exactly clear, and, also, it hasn't really gotten a canon term. At least I don't think so. So really, we're following an anime that at this point in time has basically no overarching plot, and there's really no reason to watch it. That's actually something I saw on the Reddit thing. If you were to cut out every single episode from the start of the thing to the league, the only things you would be missing are Pokemon captures and Pokemon evolutions. That's it. So basically that's literally all you would get. Maybe a couple of other vital things, but those are only vital to that specific season, and it's not vital to the overarching main anime with all the other seasons. Alright. Problem 2. Lack of interesting and growing characters. Ash Ketchum is the main character, obviously, and every time there's a new saga, a new batch of characters. Problem with this is that even though the new characters are mostly sometimes fleshed out, Ash Ketchum himself, he doesn't really grow or anything. He's not like other characters. Actually, kind of the whole point of the anime is just to exist for as long as it can. But that's really a problem I'm going to discuss in my next point. But however, the thing is, look at any other anime. Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh! Literally any other anime. So or manga. So those characters, most of them anyway, the majority, actually grow and evolve different traits and become better at what they do. Look at Goku. At the start of the series, he was barely unable to beat Raditz. At the end of the series, he can straight up fight against Fused Zamasu, which, by the way, is basically a god that stole Goku's body and then merged with himself to become an even more powerful god. And he's immortal. And there's also Goku Black, who's basically also Zamasu. But yeah, that's Dragon Ball stuff. I'm here to talk about Pokemon anime. So, Ash Ketchum himself, it's really only in certain seasons that he gets development, but by the next saga, he is immediately retconned. Probably the most important retcons were Unova and Sun and Moon. With Unova, they straight up just reset him to the point where he's literally Indigo Ash. Actually, I bet that Indigo League Ash can beat Unova League Ash. Don't at me. I'm pretty sure it's true. I'm pretty sure there's some internet thing out there. Just Google it or something. But yeah, the second retcon, it's not really a retcon, it's more of an artistic personality retcon, is with Sun and Moon, but that's something I'll get into later. But Ash doesn't really grow all that much. I mean, in X and Y, in X and Y and in Sinnoh, that's the one where he received probably the most character development. The one everyone loves, X and Y, like with Ash Greninja, that was freaking amazing. And since for some reason they decided that no new Kalos Pokemon should get Mega Evolutions, they weren't really left with an option for how Ash could deal with those. So they just created Ash Greninja, which completely overpowers every other starter, so all the other starters like Fennekin and Chespin are completely irrelevant because they gave Greninja a new form. I mean, like, if you're gonna give Greninja a new form, what about the other starters? That's just a small nitpick. I really like Ash Greninja. He ended up releasing it because, of course, he did. Because, like, Arceus forbid that Ash keeps a strong Pokemon like that. Which actually moves on to my next point. Changes in Pokemon stature and teams. What I essentially mean by this is his team and the way he actually conducts his team. In Sinnoh, some people think that was probably Ash's best team. Like, got Infernape and all the other guys they brought back. But you also got Gible. Now, Gible, if they had given it to Ash, let's say, at the beginning or middle of Diamond and Pearl, could have been a pretty decent Pokemon. However, they decided to give it to him late game for some reason, probably because it would be more accurate to the actual games. If they wanted to be even more accurate, they could have just not given Ash Infernape at all, because fire types just don't exist in Sinnoh. That's a joke. So, basically, also the way he conducts his teams, in Unova, he decided to catch Palpitoad despite having Oshawott, which at full evolution, and with Palpitoad at full evolution, Oshawott's full evolution, Samurott, completely overpowers Palpitoad. Of course, Palpitoad is a ground type and getting its electric weakness, which is actually really good. Problem is, it's 4 times weak to grass, so I don't remember any major grass-type users in Unova, because I didn't even watch that much of it. Like, seriously, there are 2 animes that I've barely watched from Pokemon. I have kind of barely watched the Advanced series. I could watch it on TV, but, like, really the reason I don't watch things on TV that much anymore is because when people come into my room, like, the show that I'm watching is fully displayed on the TV. And, like, do I really want someone to come into my room to see me watching anime? It's not bad or anything, just I really just prefer watching TV by myself with no distractions. But the thing is, I've also not really watched Black and White, which means I don't really have that much information regarding the opponents Ash fought with his team. I do know some major ones, but but what's his name? Conway, the guy that had a Riolu and literally 5 Pokemon in the league? But nitpicks aside and hatred aside, yeah. Next part is with actual teams. In Kalos, really, I like to think the only reason he lost was for 2 reasons. First off, he had Pokemon that were too similar to each other, as they had very similar typings. The second reason is because Pikachu wasn't evolved. If Pikachu was a Raichu, and Pikachu hit Alon's Charizard with a Raichu-powered Quick Attack and a Raichu-powered Thunderbolt with Raichu's stats, I'm pretty sure when Greninja came in and threw that final Water Shuriken, he could have at least downed Alon's Charizard and got a tie. Actually, I feel like that could have happened. Maybe even, Charizard would have fell down before, and, that's hypothetical. But, basically, also with Pikachu not evolving, I get that they chose Pikachu as the mascot since the most people, knew it and stuff, but 2 things. First off, Pikachu, is not competitively viable in the games. And secondly, why Pikachu and not any other Pokemon, like, say? Well, I mean, I get why, because that's most people that like them. Also, like, the thing with Raichu is that it feels like they specifically made Raichu look ugly. I say that with quotation marks, so that it wouldn't really be a fan favorite. I mean, sure, we have had, like, special, like, bonus Pikachus before, like the partner Pikachu and Sun and Moon, which have elevated stats, even though my level 100 partner Pikachu couldn't take an earthquake from an Alolan Dugtrio. But, I'm here to talk about the anime. So, yeah. Also, the reason they don't like evolve Pikachu was due to the fact that it's the mascot. And if they evolved it, it would... I watched this in an earlier video. It would supposedly, and hear this, it would supposedly lower the sales of Pikachu-related products. I mean, I get that, but, like, yeah, and it seems that they did somewhat elevate Pikachu's stats because, like, the dude took out, like, 2 pseudo-legendaries in one fight. And again, no wonder he lost to Alon's Charizard. I think it was a Charizard flying type, it should have won. Yeah, and also Ash's incompetence. Like, instead of using Iron Tail to clash with Dragon Claw, he could just use Thunderbolt, and then that would have hurt Charizard enough. So, I keep nitpicking. But what I'm saying is that, like his team, not only does he sometimes not exactly, like, curate his team that good, like, he doesn't really know how to manage it that good sometimes, but also his team itself, under bad management, and if he's using, like, bad Pokemon, could be very bad. And also, Pikachu is kinda inconsistent. Like, it lost to a Snivy. It also lost to a Panpour, by the way. During Crest's fight. But that's enough about Ash's team. Now on to the point that I actually wanted to compare the most to the shorts and stuff. Artwork and visuals. The artwork in Pokemon, the main anime, is... it's good, sometimes great, but not absolutely stunning like the shorts are. If you have Pokemon TV downloaded onto your phone, I say this extremely heavily, I highly recommend that you watch the 4th episode of Pokemon Evolutions. It is an actual visual masterpiece. Not maybe a visual masterpiece, but it is amazing. And the presentation of the villains and the artwork, it's just so creepy. Kind of reminds me of Shigaraki. But basically what I'm saying is that somehow, and I actually want to bring this up, Pokemon Origins came out in 2013. Meaning that if we're in 2022, let's say that a year later, in 2023, Pokemon Origins will be a decade old. That may seem that you sound old, but I'm about to make you feel even older. If it came out a decade ago, then that means this decade-old short anime, which runs for 4 episodes, 4, is visually better than 2023's Pokemon. Actually, no, I'm talking about 2021's Pokemon Journeys. I really hope that they actually update the visuals and the storytelling and the protagonist. I actually, a little off-topic thing here. In my future comic dub series, Konar Chronicles, there's an episode with humans in it, and the protagonist Pokemon trainer is a really cool protagonist. I bet he's going to be the most popular human character I'll create. But, yeah, basically I'm saying that if I'm able to write better characters than freaking professional adults in jobs that give them millions, there's kind of a power imbalance. By power, I mean intelligence imbalance. I mean, how am I better than a professional adult? Seriously. Alright, so now we go on to solutions, the last part. The solutions I give are actually a few options. First off, since Pokemon Journeys is about going to every previous area, it kind of feels as if Ash is like trekking back on his life, on all his journeys. So that actually feels like it could be an end for the anime, because, like, I mean, why would Journeys just suddenly be about going back to every region? Why would they only do this now? Well, I think maybe it's because they might end it or they might continue it in a new way. But my solutions for a greater, better, visually even anime is to introduce either a new protagonist or maybe an older Ash Ketchum mentoring like a successor for him, because he would be a Pokemon master, and like the successor would be a new protagonist that's probably even more likable than the old Ash. And since Ash himself, as an adult Pokemon master, he would be mentoring this kid, and the kid would go on to be probably even greater than Ash himself, and then he would soon find a successor, and the legacy of Ketchum will continue. That sounds like a perfect idea, but I'm a kid, a teenager. The Pokemon Company is never going to see this video, and they're never going to listen to my idea, since I'm literally just some random guy on the internet. But, yeah. Another actual solution is maybe for every new Pokemon game, they introduce a new saga. Remember, saga is multiple seasons of the same generation. So they can introduce a new protagonist and characters with every saga. New personalities and everything, so everyone can get attached to these new characters. Of course, there will be favorites, like maybe so-and-so is better than that person, or that person has more character development than this person. So it could kind of boil down to an internet fight, but that's why I kind of consider the first option even better, making a new anime series with an adult Ash Ketchum, now a Pokemon Master, mentoring a new successor. That sounds awesome. And it's never gonna happen because I have zero creative control on this thing, and I have zero influence because they're obviously not gonna listen to me. Then again, maybe when I'm an adult, I could get a job there, and I could become the writer, and then I can... No, that would take too much work. Well, actually, I would do it for you guys. Everyone that likes Pokemon and maybe wants a new anime. But then again, it will be very hard to get to that position. And, besides, what positions am I going to have to hold before that to even get to the writer position? I'm not really going to do that, but I am going to try to see if we can, encourage Pokemon Company to, try out new things with the anime. And maybe when it's time for a new anime, we could try, a new story. New characters, more development, more visuals, stuff like that. So it can become along with the greats, walking hand in hand with Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia. Just walking along with the greats, hand in hand, is the Pokemon anime. The new anime. Even better characters, even better visuals. Reality check, that's not gonna happen. I'm so sorry. And this is PhoeMIX signing out. Hotel Travago. This is a very weird script. Actually, it's not a script at all. I don't know why I decided to end the video like this. But okay, bye.